down the road where failure seemed familiar. No one thought that I would ever come this far. I believe that I'm unstoppable. I believe I've only just begun. I will conquer, I will fly, reach my peak, I will. And there's nothing that can ever bring me down. I am living proof that nothing is impossible. I beat the odds when hope was nowhere to be found. There was a strength that carried me.
Late 2019, the first case of coronavirus was recorded in Wuhan, China. Gradually, the virus spread all over the world, reaching the shores of Nigeria. In March 2020, the first case of coronavirus was recorded, hereby resulting into a lockdown to mitigate the spread of the virus. A group of young, vibrant, intentional, and innovative youth corps members, in conjunction with the Nigerian Christian Corpus Fellowship, Nccf Imo State chapter, came up with the initiative, capacity building and skill acquisition training, a 4-week program geared towards building and imbibing the culture of productivity in the would-be participants. This program, this 4-week training, was held at the Family House, Imo State Nccf Secretariat, and this program was of different categories, of which we have the content creation and the digital marketing, and the shoemaking classes and the baking classes. This was an initiative that came up to negate the principle or the so-called saying that Nigerian youths are lazy. A quick tour into these various classes, shall we? Let's go.
Every training day, the class usually opened with a general class where students were taught different skill sets and also engaged in different class exercises. The skill set includes personal and corporate development, entrepreneurial mindset, financial management, and mentorship. Facilitators of the session includes Farinola Ebenezer Shogo, Abodurin Blessing, Elizabeth Ifeoluwa, Babalola Timileyin, and Awoniyi Ayolua. Let's take a tour of the different classes. The baking class had Ajayi Boluwatife and Annie Roland as their instructors. In this class, the students were exposed to the rudiments of cake making, decoration, and presentation. They were also taught different types of cakes like chocolate, vanilla, cupcakes, and pound cake. They made use of both traditional and modern oven. The students also learned how to make pastries like bread, donuts, puff-puff, and chin-chin. Here is the interview session with Ajayi Boluwatife, the facilitator of the baking class.
Okay, I had a lot of fears starting and being facilitator of the baking class because I'm my kind of person. Okay, and the fears were like, will I be able to impart the knowledge I have? Like, will I be able to get what I'm saying? How can I do? I had a lot of, and I was nervous, facing everyone and doing everything. But along the line, while doing it, I found it interesting. It was fun. And as for my students, they've been doing well. They're awesome, they're attentive, and they are improving. What I expect of them, according to what I've been hearing and seeing them saying, I'm sure they are really going to do great. And what I did was teaching them. I told them, I said, don't limit learning to this place alone. I said, go online, get mentors, and when I mean mentors, not just anyone, but try to get one with a concrete, instead of concrete ideas, like someone with the right channel. We have a lot of persons into baking, but what I said is that, okay, just try and balance it, check it. Okay, is this right? Is this right? Is this not right? And I try to give them things on how to do that. Don't just limit it to this place. Learn more online. Okay, don't say because my teacher taught me this, you just, okay, that's all. Just like we're saying today, I have ideas. My recipe is not the only recipe we have in the world. You have other recipes that you can do, and you can also have your own unique touch, just like you've been taught. So you have that thing which is unique to you. So and from response so far, it's been great. Thank you.
Students of the baking class asked us to say.
Okay, prior to the training program, I had little knowledge of baking. We've taken short course in baking and catering and decoration, but not so much into it being a classroom. I'm not the kind of person that likes staying with cooking. Cooking can be very stressful.
I didn't know how to make those ones before, but with this class I was able to learn, and also they taught us a new way of decorating cakes, because that was what really drew me to the class, to learn how to decorate more. And so when they showed us that pattern of decorating the cake, it really impressed on my heart, because I've never seen that kind of style before.
I intend to use this knowledge to probably establish a baking outfit, whatever you call it. I think this has given me, this whole training has given me that power to extend my tentacles towards gaining more confidence in myself as a person. So thank you.
In the course of the training, there was a talk show in the general class where different entrepreneurs who are also house members discussed on various issues affecting young entrepreneurs in Nigeria. Members of this panel are Ajayi Olawale Samuel, John Tongman, and Abodurin Blessing. Meanwhile, the instructor for the shoemaking class is Blessing Abodurin. Students in the class were taught the production, branding, and marketing of footwears. They also learned how to conduct market research while sourcing for raw materials. The students of this class engaged in individual and group assignments and also presentations. Here is the interview session with Abodurin Blessing, the facilitator.
Okay, my expectation before the class, of course I expected a value-packed class, a class where people can be transformed from who they used to be into people that can, of course, to become shoemakers, not just cobblers now, but people that can tap into the world of creativity embedded on the inside of them and come up with amazing designs and of course quality footwear. And my fears, I would say I had no fear at all, because I believed in my students. I knew I was going to pour out everything I knew into them, and I trust they would do it, and of course they did. And for my expectations for them after the class, of course I know that everybody in here would definitely own an international shoe brand that can compete anywhere in the world. Thank you.
The students of the shoemaking class asked us to say.
I decided to join the shoemaking class, and before I thought maybe shoemaking is for those that are not learned. But when I joined the class of shoemaking, I see that shoemaking is for everybody.
And I have a broader view and an industrious view of shoemaking. I can actually venture into this business knowing that I won't just be going around to people's houses sewing their shoe. I can actually make a shoe that a man or a woman can take to their offices or their job places. Thank you so much.
After this training, I'm planning to start at a low scale, in the sense that I'll be first and foremost making shoes and footwear for myself. So I'll know that I will not have need to go and buy elsewhere at an higher cost, when with little fund I can just make it for myself and I wear. And of course, make good and quality wears for myself.
The content creation class, on the other hand, was merged together with the digital marketing class. The instructors were Mr. Awoni Ayolua Matthew and Mr. Babalola Timileyin. Students of this class were taught the basis of content writing. They conducted research on different writing styles of prominent writers across the world. Students of this class were charged by the instructors to see themselves as contributors and not consumers. Students engaged in class and group assignments where they practiced everything they learned in class. In addition, the digital marketing class students were taught what digital marketing is. They also learned what a digital agency is and the different departments. The students of this class were taught how to make use of SEO, Google Ads, and Google Analytics. They were given assignments such as doing a TikTok video, amongst others. They also opened a Facebook page for themselves where they aired their views. The class turned into a digital agency known as Stretch Media. The departments of the agency were project management, social media, content creation and SEO, Google Ads and Analytics department respectively. Heads of those departments includes Mr. Babalola Timileyin, Mr. Awoni Ayolua, Ms. Tolulope Akinwale, Mr. Olabode, and Ms. Cindy. Here is the interview session with Babalola Timileyin, the facilitator for the digital marketing class.
For the class where I was expecting a large turnout, even though at some point before the class, when I cross-checked with those who organized the whole training, I discovered that the turnout, maybe I think 2 days before the whole training started, the turnout was quite low. And I was like, why on earth do people don't recognize the fact that they need to learn about digital marketing and content creation, which is one of the top 10 earning skills in Nigeria, of course, in the whole world. So when the class started, it was beautiful. My students are awesome. From the ones I wasn't even having these high expectations over to the ones I was having the high expectations over. I loved their response, and then not just their response, the fact that they started practicing what they were being taught from the very first day. And to my co-facilitator, the person of AY, everybody awesome, and I am really blessed. This has also spurred me to take certain actions for myself with reference to what I teach, because beyond you don't want to see your student doing well and you are doing less.
Here is interview session with Awoni Ayolua, the facilitator for content creation class.
My expectation wasn't very high from the students, and this is actually based on my past experience as regards content writing. In the past, I'd always known that guys are very, very scared when it comes to content writing. Now people are lazy to write. People have ideas, people have great ideas, but when you ask them to write it down, when you ask them to communicate themselves through their writing, generally people find it difficult in expressing themselves. Now the class has built this student the opportunity to learn the act of writing. I can see this in their writing skill. People now have people have the urge to write. They want to express themselves through writing. They want to express themselves through writing. And of course, my counterparts at Timilei also made the class much easier. It made it very much easier for the student. My expectation also in the future is such that these students do much more. They're able to sustain their writing skill, and at the end, they're able to make income, understand, from what they are being taught. Thank you very much.
The students of this class have this to say.
Prior to this class, I always viewed digital marketing as something that I will need so much time to be able to become an expert in. But just this few weeks we've spent learning about digital marketing and content creation.
As a result of the class, presently I have a group online that I do give out lectures on agriculture, because that's my field of study, and I have people that pay for these classes. So I worked on networking, which was one other thing that was taught in the class. I have some of my friends that studied other aspects of agriculture that we now come as one, as a consultancy firm, and deliver lectures to people while people pay. So seeing it that this class has done so much to me just in this little while.
I discovered my niche, I've worked on my niche, I've stretched beyond limits on my niche, which is American Sign Language. I have a Facebook page, all thanks to digital marketing and content creation.
Alright, so far so good. The 4 Weeks Initiative program has been an initiative that has, brought a lot of productivity to the participants, and this has further placed a responsibility upon them to develop themselves, thus making themselves a better version of who they are, and that is what this program have set them on course to do. Thank you. Namaste.